It's been a long day being in the most awesome section. I wonder what's on TV. Great cast of characters. I wonder what else is on. Hello?
Hello, Alex. Do you know who this is?
Matt?
Yes, I've been looking for you. I don't know if you're ready to see what I have to show you, but unfortunately, you and I have run out of time. They're coming for you, Alex, and I don't know what they're going to do.
Who's coming for me?
Stand up and see for yourself.
What the hell do they want from me?
After this, there's no turning back. You take the blue pill, and the auditors finish and leave forever. You take the red pill, and the audit goes on for the rest of your life. And I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
They're both red.
Just take the pill!
Jesus, he's killing him. Now get up.
Wow.
He is the one.
Huh, that was weird. Now, this is the story all about how my lake got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just let me begin. I'll tell you how I became the Prince of IPM. In East Bay County, born and raised, on a John boat is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and reeling in big fish after school. When a couple of plants who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I sprayed 1 little gallon and people got scared and said, "You're going to a pause. I hope you're prepared." There's nothing on TV. Now this looks interesting.
Knights of the highest march, we stand tall. Guardians of the marshes, hear our call. Lakes and streams.
Are these the new recruits?
Yes, my lord.
Have they even been through all the training?
Yes, my lord.
Have they even said their vows?
Yes, my lord.
Summer is coming. and we can't afford to have our ports filled in.
Yes, my Lord.
Invasive plants green, their roots so deep, threatening the homeland we vow to keep with valor and might.
Remember, summer is coming.
To protect the waters shining so bright.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny, lucky gummy bear. I'm a jelly bear, 'cause I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a moving, grooving, jamming, singing gummy bear. Oh, yeah. Gummy, 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 gummy bear. Gummy, 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 gummy bear. Bang, 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 doody, body, bum, bang, bang, doody, body, bang, bang, doody, body, body, bum. Bang, 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 doody, body, bum, bang, bang, doody, body, bang, bang, doody, body, body, bum. Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny, lucky gummy bear. I'm a jelly bear, 'cause I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a moving, grooving, jamming, singing gummy bear. Oh, yeah. Three times you can ride me. Three times you can ride me. Gummy, 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 gummy bear. Gummy, 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 gummy bear. Bang, 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 doody, body, bum, bang, bang, doody, body, bang, bang, doody, body, body, bum. Bang, 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 doody, body, bum, bang, bang, doody, body, bang, bang, doody, body, body, bum. Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny, lucky gummy bear. I'm a jelly bear, 'cause I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a moving, grooving, jamming, singing gummy bear. Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny, lucky gummy bear. I'm a jelly bear, 'cause I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a moving, grooving, jamming, singing gummy bear. Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm
Go. Hey, Bear, get. Come on, Bear, get out of here. Go, Bear, go.
Yeah, so there's a bear cub right above our heads.
Let's try up there. Right here, moving.
Come on, buddy. Both ears are out.
Come on, come on.
Hey! Right here. Nice. Oh, did you get the water?
He's eating.
Manatee demanding a pickle. He really wants a pickle, and he wants it now. Manatee demanding a pickle. He's very tired of waiting. He's a hungry sea cow. Oh, the manatee wants a pickle right now, right now, right now. A pickle would be delicious for the manatee. Yeah, the manatee wants a pickle right now, right now, right now. Where is the pickle for the manatee? Yeah. The manatee is feeling frustrated. Hey, I'm an expert in manatees. Is it okay if I take the next verse? Yes. The manatee should not be eating a pickle, or a bagel, or a donut, or a bag of chips. He should eat some algae or rats. The manatee wants a pickle right now, right now, right now. Pickle would be delicious for the manatee. Yeah, the manatee wants a pickle right now. Oh no, right now, don't do it right now. Where is the pickle for the manatee? Don't give a pickle. Yeah, where is the pickle? No, don't give a pickle to the manatee. Tell me, where is the pickle? Don't tell them where the pickle is. It's not good for the manatee.
Hi, I'm Shannon Knowles. Welcome to SKTV. And today in studio we have a very special guest, Manny the Manatee with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. Manny, thank you so much for being in studio today. It is so awesome to have you. So you are quite the popular person here in the state of Florida. You're on a license plate, I believe, and you are our state animal, right? Yeah, marine mammal. That's right, marine mammal. So, Manny, how long have you been a protected species in the state of Florida? 40 years? That is a really long time. Wow. Okay. Yeah, and we want to keep you protected, right? Yes. So some of our other guests that we've had on the show earlier today, actually you came up and we learned from a biologist that he hopes to take everything that he learns from working at FWC back home to a little island off the coast of Africa to protect the African manatee. Yes, and so one of the things that they have noticed with the African manatee, which is similar to Florida, is that unfortunately they've lost many of the African manatees due to boat strikes. Is that still the case here in Florida? Yeah. So, yeah, and that's not a good thing because while we love our boating community, we need them to watch out for our manatees. That's right, because boat strikes are one of the number one, if not the number one leading cause of manatee deaths. Yeah. So it's really important that we make sure our boaters put on, I believe, if I remember correctly, from your website, polarized glasses, because then we can see you underwater. That's right. I remembered. And also, I was trying to think of some other things that I had learned from going to your website about manatees. Go slow, that's right. And that helps boaters to be able to see you better if they've got their polarized glasses on and they're going a lot slower than they should be, especially in those manatee zones. That's right. Well, let me tell you, you are fantastic. I'm so glad you were able to join us in studio today. Everybody loves the manatees. And just so you know, remember, you can look, but you can't touch. We'll be right back after this next commercial break.
Nice.
There you go.
Any questions?
absolutely awesome. It is one of my favorite parts of this whole ceremony. That was the first time that Melissa, David, and I had seen that. Before the next ceremony. That was an amazing example of all of the work going on across the division. A lot of laughs, a lot of fun. I'm going to have the gummy bear song in my head for the rest of the afternoon, I guarantee that. But I appreciate all of the effort that everyone put in, not just to making the video, but all of the work that's being done across the state. That truly is amazing, truly is awesome. So thank you all for the video and for all of the effort. And with that, it is time to actually get to recognizing our staff, and Melissa is going to kick us off with our first award.
I'm going to have the Manatee Pickle song in my head for the rest of the day. All right, so little process here. When I call your name for both the presenter and the award winner, if you'll please come on up and come to this side of the stage, so my left, your right, double checking that, right. And then after the nominator or the person who's reading about the recipient says what they're going to say, we're going to pause, take a quick picture, and then you're going to slide off to the right and pick up some swag. And then keep going. All right. So first award is Administrative Support Employee of the Year. I'd like to invite Clint Peters to come on up to the stage to present the award. This award recognizes outstanding performance or an innovation by an administrative support employee in achieving division goals, objectives, and agency priorities. This year's Administrative Support Employee of the Year award goes to Kay Haskins.
When I first found out that Kay got this award, I immediately called her and I said, "You're in trouble." She said, "Why is that?" I said, "Because I know I'm going to have to get up there and speak in front of all these people on the camera." So, anyway, but I'm absolutely honored to be able to do this because I can think of no more deserving person. And if I make Kay cry by the time I'm done, I'm going to be spiking the football. So. Let me just tell you just a little bit about Kay. She's our regional administrative assistant for the Northwest region in our Wildlife and Habitat Management section. Her responsibilities are to, give administrative and clerical support to 45 full-time employees, and then there's a whole host of, anywhere from 20 to close to 30 seasonal check station operators. She's based out of the Joe Budd field office, and where she also kind of pulls double duty as the office manager there. Kay holds a master's degree in emergency and disaster management, which actually makes her fit in pretty well with us, and it really helps out, comes in handy a lot. She's been with FWC since 2017, and she had a very decorated career in the Army before coming to us. And she retired after 20 years. She's had 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan. She has served as a drill sergeant, military intelligence analyst, 2 jobs that also make her really well suited for the position here. Ready logic technician, contracting officer's representative. This is Kay's second time, actually, since 2017, receiving this award. And I will say that, doing this right now is going to be a little difficult because she was nominated by 13 people altogether. 10 nominations, 3, one of them was submitted by 3 people. So I feel like I'm kind of obligated to read each nomination from start to finish. So I'm just kidding. but I don't want to shortchange anybody's nomination. So what I've done is I've just kind of gone through and picked out some notable quotes out of everybody's, and I'm just going to read those to you. That's still going to take me a little bit. I promise it won't take forever. So just bear with me. So Andy Strickland, FWRI. Kay ensures bills are paid and everything is in working order. She mows the grass, she trims the hedges, she organizes office events and lunches. She has a kind heart. Brianna Bjordal says, ensures I have everything I need from office supplies and furniture to contact lists. She regularly checks in to make sure that we have everything we need to do our job. She goes above and beyond the call of duty. You're going to see some themes here. So Joe Davis says she's our regional go-to source for any questions regarding travel, ordering, everything. Without her, it feels like we would be a ship without a navigator. Josh Hendricks says she has incredible initiative, attention to detail, willingness to help and go above and beyond her scope of work. She participates as an active member of prescribed run teams. And I want you to think about that. That's very unusual. I can't think of an administrator that does that, or an administrative assistant. So, she is, Josh also says that she's the kind of staff we should be committed to supporting and retaining. Justin Van Gorder says that every facet of my daily job is aided by her in some way, large and small. And he says, I've worked in the natural resources field for approximately 10 years with multiple state wildlife agencies, and I've never worked with an administrative employee who will assist as readily as Ms. K. Ms. K does not put a limit on what she is willing to do for the agency or for an agency employee. Michael Graham says she makes the office run smoothly and that we have what we need. She helps me with my travel. She's always in a lovely mood and just a pleasure to work with. Justin Rangel, Marion Gilly, and Robert Wilgus, they submitted the nomination and commendation with each other. So they say no matter how big or small the problem is, Ms. K helps us through it. Her help saves us countless hours. She's also an active member and helps us on prescribed burns. She is the one that gets things done. Few more here. So Barbara Mario says she's the best administrative support person our section has had since I've been with the agency in 20 years. So she's incredibly organized, communicative, proactive, always follows through on her commitments. She carries a sense of pride in all she does. She touches all our lives in some way. Trinity Kim says, if she doesn't know, she finds out for you. She checks in on new personnel and additions to the region. She collects and processes all of our new hire paperwork and sends it to HR. She's always willing to jump in and fill a gap. Positive attitude. You can really tell that she loves the agency and loves helping people. Will Harris says she's a huge support to not only WHM, but FWRI and law enforcement. She's our go-to person to handle large view card purchases. She makes everyone feel special on their birthdays. She helps order uniforms for people, burn gear, and even on a day off, she will always answer the phone calls. She is truly selfless and consistently seeks to help others in any way she can. And lastly, I'm going to save the best for last, of course. So, our senior law technician for the region, he says she is professional and her professionalism is impeccable. She goes above and beyond without complaint. She helps us set up meetings, training, books, venues, hotels, and lastly, and I think this one sums it all up. Randy says, I've been with the agency for 42 years. She is the best administrative assistant that we've had. So, I think that's done pretty well.
Avery has everybody drink. And I didn't say award winners are welcome to speak if you want to. I will say sometimes I might come off a little pushy, getting things done when people are slacking and stuff. Can't help it. It's either the mom or the drill sergeant. I don't know where it comes from. And Clint failed to mention my response when he said he was getting called on the carpet. For me, I said, why this time? Thank you.
Okay, do we have a break dancer? Who was the break dancer?
Were you at
Okay.
the site?
I got to talk to you. I need to learn how to do that. They have it in the Olympics now, so next will be the senior games. So I got to learn how to do that. That was impressive. Okay, so our next award is Above and Beyond Award. And to present this, the Above and Beyond Award, I invite Matt Phillips to come up. This award recognizes one employee who has shown extra effort to advance the mission of the FWC and HSC. Some examples include that are not limited to going the extra mile, assisting outside of one's job requirements, and enhancing overall performance and improving efficiency. This year's Above and Beyond award goes to Linda King.
Good morning, everybody. Just want to give a few words about Linda before she accepts the award. Linda runs our Uplands program for the invasive plant management section, and if you see by the number of people that wrote in support of this nomination, it's very impressive. And I mean, from not just internally in different sections in different areas of the agency, but outside the agency. The Florida Natural Areas Inventory, private contractors who, by the way, in many ways, she regulates. In other words, they have to do the work for us, and she often has to write them a letter and saying, hey, you failed on this particular requirement or that sort of thing, and actually issues points to them, you know, as kind of a teacher, if you will, or you know, she really has to get on to them when they've messed up. And that's hard, you know, as a contractor coming there, it's hard to say, hey, that is someone though that's fair. I know that's fair, and I know that I'm getting a fair shake when I go to do my work. So they actually supported this nomination, and they really appreciate the work she does. And if you know Linda, like many of us do, she has a special place in her heart for the wildlife management area system, and especially the South Florida wildlife management area system. I always thought that's because it's the farthest way away from headquarters that she could get way down there. But that's real near and dear to her heart, and she spends the extra time, the extra mile, to make sure they have what they need and have all the resources to address their invasive plant management issues. But I do say she does that, her team, for most of the areas around Florida. They've really taken that under her wing. And just one example of that is the work she's done with Waxahachie National Wildlife Refuge, a federal partner. She's not afraid to partner with anybody and collaborate with them to leverage our money with federal dollars and regional water management district dollars to affect change on a large resource that really benefits some critical wading bird habitat. So she works real hard at that, and she says she's no nonsense, and she doesn't like all this fanfare, but she does a great job and is very well suited for this award because she always goes above and beyond. And we really appreciate your efforts, Linda, in making the state of Florida a much better place for native fish and wildlife.
Thanks, everybody. I just wanted to say how honored I am really to work with my Uplands team and with all the hundreds of biologists around working on 11 million acres of public conservation land. You really inspire me because they all go above and beyond. So, thank you.
I actually had the privilege of getting to ride around out at Merritt Island last week with the refuge staff, and they told me that Linda's program is a perfect example of federal-state coordination and how smoothly invasive plant management worked out there. So you got a shout out from the refuge manager. So next up, we have our Conservation Officer of the Year. This year's Conservation Officer Award will be presented by Heather LeBlanc. So Heather, you can come on up. This award recognizes an FWC Division of Law Enforcement staff member whose work or other professional activities support HSC mission, goals, and strategies and actions in an exemplary manner. From manatee speed zones and pseudo gate enforcement to patrolling our WMAs and enforcing rules to protect threatened and endangered species, law enforcement is a critical part of achieving the HSC mission. So we're very happy to have selected and be able to honor an officer this year. And this year's HSC LE Conservation Officer of the Year award goes to Officer Heather Grant.
The Wildlife Assistance Program works very closely with our law enforcement officers to address and mitigate issues with human-wildlife conflict, which is generally no one's favorite call to take. So this award recognizes the outstanding contributions of an officer who's gone above and beyond in supporting the mission of FWC's Division of Law Enforcement, working towards conservation goals and providing exceptional service in the field. The winner of this award has demonstrated a clear commitment to both wildlife and community, and I'm proud to present this award to Officer Specialist Heather Grant. I first had the pleasure of working with Officer Grant during a series of raccoon bite incidents in Volusia County while I was covering the region temporarily from Lakeland, which made it really hard for me to get anywhere in person. Adding to that challenge, a lot of the victims didn't want to provide any information because they were illegally feeding the raccoons at their outdoor cat feeding stations. However, Officer Grant's response to the situation was nothing short of stellar. Through her strong connections with local animal control, she was able to address multiple feeding issues in the community that were contributing to conflicts with habituated raccoons. When another wildlife issue arose in the same community, a fox feeding situation, we reached out to her again for assistance, and once again she was able to resolve the issue quickly and effectively. Her commitment to addressing human-wildlife conflict is apparent to anyone that works with her, and she herself said it's a passion of hers, and she's always ready to assist our program in any way that she can. Beyond her direct response to conflict issues, Officer Grant has been an integral part of increased community education, whether it's organizing outreach events or fostering cooperation amongst other agencies. She has always demonstrated the importance of collaboration and providing community outreach, focusing on how residents can coexist with local wildlife and mitigate potential conflicts. She understands the long-term benefits of building strong connections and taking time to educate the public and address the root of an issue before it escalates into a more significant problem. What stands out most about Officer Grant is her unwavering dedication to conservation and human-wildlife coexistence, and so it's with great pleasure that I present this year's Conservation Officer of the Year Award to Officer Heather Grant for her outstanding work in conservation and for embodying the very best of what we stand for as an agency.
I don't really have a whole lot to say other than thank you, and I look forward to working with you guys more in the future. So, thank you.
Next up, we are going to have our Rookie of the Year Award, and this award is going to be presented by Kelly Holland. Kelly, wherever you are, can you come on up? This award recognizes one employee who has recently been hired or just finished their first year of the previous year. And this employee would have shown extra effort to advance the mission of FWC and HSC and excel in their new positions, duties, and responsibilities. This year's Rookie of the Year Award goes to Brandon Dodge.
Quick, because Brandon's not the type of person who would want me to go on and on about him. So Brandon was introduced to his career in FWC in 2022 when he became the South Region intern. And then after graduating from UF's Wildlife Conservation program in 2023, Brandon was hired as the Fisheries and Wildlife Biological Scientist 2 for Big Cypress and Picayune Strand WMAs. And Brandon just finished his first year, and he continually exemplifies hard work and initiative in this role. He's sought out trainings for topics outside of his comfort zone. He has mastered all of our monitoring protocols for our area's wildlife projects, ensured surveys and reports were conducted within established timelines, took on supervising check station operators and an intern, and all while learning to navigate both of our properties. And probably the most impressive part of this was that he did most of that in his first year without a direct supervisor. So Brandon's characteristic, I think his characteristic personality of this balance of caution and confidence has allowed him to grow exponentially in this role. So while he excelled at his position, duties is already commendable. Brandon's ability to go above and beyond despite personal challenges made his performance even more impressive to me. So when I came on as his supervisor last summer, I learned that last year Brandon had received difficult news about a family member's health. And in the face of personal hardship, Brandon continued to show up to work every day with a smile on his face, delivering his distinctive good morning every day that I walked into the office. And after losing that family member to cancer recently, Brandon's first sentiment to me upon returning to work was that he was ready to hit the ground running. Brandon demonstrated qualities every day in his rookie year that exceeded expectations, determination, initiative, concern, and most of all, perseverance. I felt he deserved recognition beyond what his coworkers, me as his direct supervisor, or any performance review could give him, which is why I nominated him for this. So with that, I'm very excited and proud to present the HSC's Rookie of the Year Award to Brandon.
Well, thank you all. We'll make this very brief. I appreciate everything that the Division of Habitat and Species Conservation has done. Very fresh in my career, but I look forward to continuing on, keep the momentum going. Thank you all.
So the next award is the Customer Service Award. If I could have Rachel Penrod come to the front to present. This award recognizes an employee for their exceptional work in improving or increasing communication with the public and our own staff, resulting in improved customer service. This year's Customer Service Award goes to Adam Newsey.
So I promised I'd be brief. We'll see how that goes. For those of you who haven't had the privilege to know and work with Adam, he is our data manager in the Public Access Services Office, and I don't really even know how we actually functioned without him. I do have some photo documentation of the time, the dark ages. We call this before Adam. This is photo documentation of our office. And now, I'd like to present the documentation of our office currently. I'll call this after Adam. So, in all seriousness, I don't really know how Adam does what he does, but he basically takes chaos and makes sense out of it. And he does this in a way that is so responsive to someone's needs and the context that they're working in and everything that is going on around them and in the office. And it's not just for our office that he does this. He has worked with programs across the division and across the agency to make things better. So I'm going to share a few of the phrases. I was looking, again, like Clint, I was like, oh, should I just read every single one of these? We had so many support letters for his nomination, but I'm just gonna read a few phrases that were used to describe him. Polished, commitment to quality, irreplaceable, indispensable, patient, kind, humble, constant, incredible dedication, unwavering professionalism, skillful, solution-oriented, data at our fingertips, thoughtful, diligent, and a champion of customer service. Adam, every interaction with you is an absolute joy, and I am very privileged to have you on our team, and the agency is privileged to have you. Thank you, and congratulations.
Okay, our next award is for the Operational Support Employee of the Year. And this award will be presented by Jenny Moreau. This award recognizes outstanding performance or innovation by one operational support employee towards achieving division goals, objectives, and/or agency priorities. This year's Operational Support Employee of the Year award goes to Olivia Williams.
All right, I have my sheet because I'm not an off-the-cuff person, but good morning. So I'm excited to present this year's Operational Support Employee of the Year to someone whose dedication, hard work, and attention to detail have made a huge impact on our team. Since joining the Bear Management Program in June 2023, so she's pretty new, Olivia Williams has shown excellence in her role as our Bear Data Specialist. Olivia has been instrumental in managing the Salesforce Human-Bear Conflict database, ensuring it runs smoothly and efficiently. Her organization, problem-solving skills, and quick response time have made our jobs easier and more effective. She's worked diligently with IT to resolve technical issues and trains numerous staffs across sections and programs on using the database. She's ensured that our data remains reliable, accurate, and usable for decision-making, policy development, and public education. When the inevitable invoicing issues arise, Olivia is quick to work with Bear staff, IT, and finance and budget to make sure it's working properly to get our contractors paid on time. Beyond all of this, Olivia has proven to be an amazing team player. When I was out on maternity leave for 3 months, she took on additional responsibilities without hesitation, making sure that our program's operations continued seamlessly. And I must say, she makes an awesome Manny the Manatee. This is all to say that she deserves this recognition. Olivia, your contributions have strengthened our team and enhanced our ability to manage human-bear conflicts effectively. We're incredibly grateful for your hard work and commitment. So join me in congratulating Olivia Williams for this award.
Okay, I will keep this brief because I don't particularly enjoy public speaking, but I wouldn't be up here without my team, Bear Management Program. Everyone just shows up for each other with 110% for each other and for the mission, and they all inspire me in some sort of way. So I'm so excited to be working with such a special crew, and I look forward to continue working on good things with great people. So thank you.
Next Next up, we have our Project of the Year, and this award is going to be presented by Sharon Tatum. Sharon, wherever you are. So this award recognizes the project and the staff that are key to implementing this project, key to their success, that has advanced division goals through measurable impacts and conservation outcomes. Projects may involve stakeholder engagement, partnerships, and programmatic outreach and volunteer initiatives. This year's Project of the Year award goes to Zooniverse Platform Projects.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm really super thrilled to share that Everglades Wildlife Watch and Indigo Snake Watch that utilize the Zooniverse platform have been recognized as Project of the Year. Through the leadership and commitment of Grayson Benning, Josiah Fries, Adam Musi, and Rhett Barker, Zooniverse has become an invaluable tool for our conservation efforts. A little bit about Indigo Snake Watch. It was led by Rhett Barker and developed in collaboration with partners including the Nature Conservancy and the Central Florida Zoo's Orion Center for Indigo Conservation. It has significantly enhanced our ability to track and protect the federally threatened indigo snake populations. While Rhett Barker has since moved on to exciting new adventures beyond the agency, rest assured he's still doing a lot for conservation. The Everglades Wildlife Watch, led by Grayson Benning and Josiah Fries, piloted through the South region, has engaged volunteers in identifying Florida's diverse species. This initiative not only enhances wildlife monitoring, but has also created opportunities to support a variety of wildlife management across divisions, including panther research. Unfortunately, Marcia Ward, she's the regional biologist for the South region, was unable to be here with me today to present this award, but I want to acknowledge her support of Zooniverse and the Everglades Wildlife Watch project. So she definitely shares in this celebration and this well-deserved recognition for you guys. Behind the scenes, I have to give a shout out to Adam Musi because he's been the driving force behind the data dashboards and all of the technological enhancements that come along with both projects and bring that to the next level. So a little bit more about Zooniverse is that these projects are more than just an innovative approach to scientific research. They are a bridge connecting people to conservation. They provide a way for the public to engage, especially for those who may not have the chance to explore our public lands or learn about the species that we call, or they call home. They also offer an opportunity for individuals who may not be able to work alongside biologists in the field to make a meaningful impact from wherever they are. So again, congratulations to Grayson, Josiah, Adam, and Rhett for leading this initiative. It's a testament to the power of collaboration, participatory science, and the dedication to protecting Florida's wildlife and habitats. So if you want to learn a little bit more about Zooniverse, this is your fantastic team to talk to. Congratulations.
So really quickly, thank you so much for this. I want to give a huge shout out to, at least for Everglades Wildlife Watch, the entire South Region WHM team. This is a collaborative project, so we have dozens of biologists in the WMAs setting cameras and working with volunteers. We have about 24 volunteers that help us set cameras in the field, partners like the Palm Beach Zoo and Conservation Society, and then over 5,500 participants online who help us classify photos every day. So thank you to all of them. This is for all of you.
So our next award is the Scientific Innovation Award. To present this one, I'd like to call Emily Moss up. This award recognizes one scientific class employee for superior innovation to achieve division goals, objectives, and agency priorities. This year's Scientific Innovation Award goes to Nick Jennings.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Emily Moss. I'm our Regional Operations Administrator. I'm here presenting this award on behalf of Nick Jennings' supervisor, Becky Schneider, who is away on maternity leave currently. We wish her and her new baby well. So Nick has been with Regional Operations and the Assistant Regional Biologist position for at least 5 years or so. He's done a lot of different things, including answering phone calls, attending working group meetings, representing us in wonderful ways with our partners, doing field work, and all kinds of different things. So in addition to that, he also enrolled in grad school and has been working on his master's, which is why we have nominated him for this. So Nick, on behalf of our section, Wildlife Diversity Conservation, Regional Operations, and the Southwest region, I congratulate you for your accomplishments in your master's program, and thank you for your dedication to the conservation mission while serving as a regional biologist. Excuse me. Today I'm honored to present, on behalf of Becky Schneider, the Award for Scientific Innovation and recognition to your exceptional work of applying research and policy to improve conservation outcomes for feral species in Florida. Thank you so much, Nick.
Yeah, so I just quickly want to just thank Emily and Claire for just being supportive of me through everything, and you know, going through grad school, moving my position to do projects, and just 100% supporting me through the whole process. I especially want to thank my boss, who's, as Emily mentioned, on maternity leave, but she has Becky Schneider has just been so supportive of me doing everything and going through grad school, having 2 babies, and just like, well, my wife had the babies, but just, you know, a lot going on, and she was just there to support me the whole time. And I definitely, you know, having those staff in my chain of command is a big part of why I love this position so much. So yeah, I just want to say thank you and to all of the staff. There's a few in this room today that have come down to help me with field work, traveling from all over the state to come to Cape Coral to help me capture owls and do fun stuff. So I just want to thank everyone, and yeah, thank you.
Okay, next award is Administrator Supervisor of the Year. And this award will be presented by Will Burnett. This award recognizes one program administrator or supervisor for exceptional leadership or supervisory skills as recognized by a subordinate employee. This year's Administrator Supervisor of the Year award goes to Josh Cusinell.
So Josh has been with FWC for about 11 years, but within the Office of Conservation Planning Services and the Land Use Planning Program for the past 9 years, and he's worked his way up through the ranks from a LUP biologist to the LUP program administrator. And throughout that time, it was highlighted in his stack of nominations and support letters, not just for the past year, but prior to that Josh has had a unique way and natural skill for leadership and communicating with curveballs that have been experienced with that program in the past year in a way that not only calms staff but reassures them, and just just encourages positivity and response to those changes and moving forward as opposed to panic. So I did something similar. I pulled some of the quotes from the nominations and the letters of support that I wanted to share with you all. He is the best. He is the boss I always wished for. He is an excellent role model for anyone, and he is the supervisor I hope to be when I take on a supervisory role in the future. One of his leadership qualities that I most admire is that he values and often asks for his staff's opinion before making decisions. It only takes a moment in Josh's presence to feel welcome, smart, and valuable. He is very busy, but always manages to find some time to discuss unusual situations, answer questions, or provide perspective. He has always been willing to devote time and share his knowledge to help others grow in their professions. He is honest, direct, empathetic, and supremely talented. He truly leads by example, steering his team expertly and thoughtfully through the routine and the unexpected, ensuring that operations remain smooth and efficient. And I can say confidently that every word of that is true. He's also been tasked to tail into 2024 and training the new director, that's me, in all things LUP, and he does that in an honest, direct manner with an enormous amount of knowledge that I appreciate. I'm proud to work with Josh, and I'm proud to present this award to you. Well deserved.
Well, thank you, Will, and everybody who took the time out of their day to say such meaningful and genuinely nice things about me. It really means a lot. And thank you to Land Use Planning, just generally for being awesome. Since I started and kind of worked my way up, we've been really lucky. We seem to attract talented, motivated people at all levels. And they understand our culture and kind of what we're trying to do and achieve. And they are constantly finding innovative and creative ways to get those things done. So that makes my job easier. So thank you for that. And yeah, thank you.
All right, next up we have our Scientist of the Year Award. And this award is going to be presented by Eric Seconder. This award recognizes one exceptional scientific class employee who has contributed significantly to division goals, objectives, and agency priorities. This year's Scientist of the Year Award goes to Ashley LeVay.
Last time I was up here a couple years ago, I was a member of the Golf Course program in WDC. So a couple years ago, I switched over to ISM as the environmental commenting lead. And so I'm here to proudly announce the winner for Scientist of the Year, which is Ashley. She began her career with FWC in 2021 as a member of the environmental commenting team. So her role and staff in the environmental commenting team, their duties are to review projects and regulatory applications for potential impacts on manatees, marine turtles, and other listed species. So those types of projects that she reviews can range anywhere from like marinas, seawalls, beach nourishments, or dune reconstruction projects. So basically any project that takes place on the beach or in the water that might affect these species that she would take the lead on. She does an excellent job reviewing each project thoroughly, making sure that the subject matter expert for each of the species that might be affected is contacted and given plenty of time to provide feedback. She is able to keep each project organized and provide comments without missing any deadlines. And she was still able to keep on top of all this while the heavy workload, while being short-staffed 2 people within the last year. So she ensures that each project she reviews includes the maximum protection for wildlife under our statutes and laws. And for one example, there was a difficult and controversial project down in South Florida that took 2 years to review. So it involved a lot of meetings between our leadership, the applicants, their lawyers, staff from the Department of Environmental Protection, a lot of back and forth, and she was able to keep all that organized, stay on point, make sure that people provided comments in time, and make sure we got our comments to the regulatory agency within the deadline. And so when I reached out to, we also work closely with staff from the Fish and Wildlife Service, and so when I reached out to a couple of their staff to see if they could write letters of support for her recommendation or her nomination, they responded almost immediately. They were eager to provide letters, and that just goes to show that she has a good, close working relationship with our federal partners, in addition to our internal staff. So with that, I'll happy to give the awards to Ashley.
I just want to say thank you, Eric, and I'm really honored to be receiving this. It means a lot. I'm very thankful for all the support for this award, as well as very fortunate to get to work alongside a lot of really amazing scientists that serve as my mentors as well as my friends. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
The next award is the Team of the Year, and I'd like to have Sharon Tatum come back up along with Faye Johnson. This award recognizes members of a team that have cooperated in an exceptional manner or achieved superior standards of work quality and quantity in advancing the division's goals, objectives, and agency priorities. This year's Team of the Year award goes to the Regional Volunteer Program, Grayson Denning, Brett Barker, Jennifer Callahan, Paul Jacobs, and Jonathan Folino.
I'm back again. So it's my absolute honor to recognize this outstanding group of individuals for HSC's Team of the Year. As Melissa mentioned, the volunteer program, Grayson Benning, Rhett Barker, Paul Jacobs, Jennifer Callahan, and Jonathan Folino embody the true spirit of teamwork and service. I also want to thank all of the staff across the state that supported their nomination this year. Their efforts not only strengthen volunteer programs, but have also advanced conservation across multiple regions, ensuring that the public plays a major role in protecting Florida's natural resources. So I'll touch on a few of their successes. If you ask one of them how many projects that they have going on at one time, it's incredible. It's like 20, 30, their fingers are touching so many aspects of the region. But Grayson Benning mentioned the Everglades Wildlife Watch. He's also very active in assisting the non-native program and establishing their mini model volunteer programs. Grayson has also played a huge role in helping to improve our volunteer and event management tracking system for the agency. I mentioned Rhett Barker's moved on to other adventures, but still you'll find him in the conservation world. But some of Rhett Barker's projects include implementing the use of Chronolog for panhandle dune restoration, diamondback terrapin monitoring, and long-term bat monitoring. He's also implemented a lot of service weeks on wildlife management areas for university students during spring breaks. Paul Jacobs in the Northeast region, he is working on a Trailblazers program that focuses on trail maintenance and monitoring to improve public access to conservation lands. He also leads kestrel nest box monitoring, bat surveys, nightjar tracking efforts, and J-Watch. Jennifer Callahan in the Southwest, she has provided her expertise in helping to develop the Skyway Fishing Piers Angler Ambassador Program. She also plays a key role in volunteer efforts for horseshoe crab surveys, kestrel nest box monitoring, and bat surveys. And last but certainly not least, Jonathan Molino. He has been instrumental in revitalizing the Ridge Ranger Volunteer Program, expanding engagement, and also strengthening partnerships for conservation efforts in the Lake Wales Ridge area. So the volunteers team, this team inspires volunteers, they connect communities, and they create opportunities for others to get involved. So I am beyond proud of them as colleagues and as friends. So get to know them, come work with them. At this time, I want to introduce Faye Johnston. She's the new volunteer program manager. She's been working with this crew since August, so I know she shares the same sentiment as me.
Yeah, super brief because I've only been with them for like 6 months. But it took a fraction of that to realize how talented they are and how much collaboration and teamwork and respect they have for each other, for our volunteer program, and for the divisions and the agencies that they support, an agency that they support. So I'm just wowed by how much that they can handle and how much that they do. And the team is amazing, but each individual still brings like such amazing, unique skill sets that complement the team as a whole. I picture them as Power Rangers, basically. They're all unique in their own ways, but they also combine to make this powerhouse individual team. So I'm impressed, and I'm just happy to be included. So.
So on behalf of the whole team, we just want to again say thank you and give a shout out to all of the biologists that we work with, all of the administrative assistants that we work with. We are, by our very nature, a collaborative program, and there would not be a volunteer program if it was just us, because every single project that we work on is a project that comes from another section or division. So thank you to all of you and to the incredible volunteer team and volunteers that we have as well. So thank you.
All right, this next award is the Technician of the Year Award. And I say this every year, probably, but this is a special award to me because I've had several technicians throughout my career that were mentors or really helped influence my time here at FWC. So to present the Technician of the Year Award, I would like to ask Steve Brinkley to join me up here on stage. This award recognizes one field technician class employee for superior performance or innovation to achieve division goals, objectives, and our agency priorities. This year's Technician of the Year Award goes to Jason Elkin.
So Jason started with FWC and WHM almost exactly 2 years ago, in February of 2023. And when he started, he was part of a 2-person crew that was responsible for managing hunts on 4 cooperative areas: Green Swamp West, Upper and Lower Hillsborough WMAs, as well as the lead area activities on Little Gator Creek, WEA. But shortly after Jason started, maybe 2 or 3 months after he started, his supervisor moved on to a different position, and after a long search to fill that position, we were not able to do so, and so it got relocated. So essentially, Jason's been a one-man crew for all those areas most of his career here so far. Jason took all that in stride. He never complained. He basically does a two-man job by himself now. Those cooperative areas have 4 check stations, which he checks on and makes sure they're operating, functioning well, regularly. He also handles all the maintenance on our lead area at Little Gator Creek. I could go on and on, I won't, but one other thing that he's really done well at is create a good working relationship with our cooperators, the Southwest Florida Water Management Districts. He communicates very well with them, lets them know when things are going on their areas that they may not know about. He helps them burn when they need help, and several other things. Many of them actually wrote letters of support for his nomination. He was an easy pick to nominate for Technician of the Year for me. I can't think of anyone else more deserving right now than him. He's dedicated, he's a hard worker, he's got a great work ethic, he's trustworthy, and he's dependable. And so, congratulations, Jason. Thanks for all you do.
This really is awesome. I'd like to thank everybody that had involvement in getting me this award. Southwest are awesome, and Swift Mud and everybody else, they're one of a kind. I appreciate this. Thank you.
Next up, we have our Volunteer of the Year, and Brittany Brown, wherever you are, if you could please come on stage to present this one. This award recognizes an individual or a team of people who are not employees of FWC, but do unpaid work that advances the division goals and objectives. These individuals are incredibly important to our mission, and we are grateful to have them. This year, the Volunteer of the Year award goes to Sharon and Jamie Goddard. Sharon and Jamie couldn't be here, but I know they are watching, so Sharon and Jamie, congratulations on your award, and Brittany's going to tell us more.
So I have to begin with an apology to the awards committee. Typically I'm a rule follower, but I knew that the character limit on the nomination form was just not going to cut it. So I submitted a 7-page PDF instead. In my defense, there were 5 photos and 2 additional letters of recommendation, one from Audubon, Florida, and one from U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. You see, Sharon and Jamie have been dedicated Shorebird Program volunteers for the last 4 years, and everyone lucky enough to work with them has also fallen in love with them. They're the fastest sign builders, the most efficient habitat posters, and the staunchest supporters of every endeavor. They'll participate in a fishing line cleanup on an oyster bar, or they'll repair dip nets. They'll post 10 miles of beach, or they'll make 300 CWA signs. Sharon was even one of the beta testers for the winning Indigo Snakes Universe project. No task is too great or too small. But as snowbirds, they will never see the fruits of their labor in person. Sharon and Jamie head home to New Hampshire in the end of the winter, and their signs will stay up through the summer. The birds will raise their chicks long after Sharon and Jamie have left our beaches. They won't see any of it for themselves. As they would tell you, that's not the point. I want you all to appreciate these two people the way that my team does, so I'll leave you with a quick story. Sharon and Jamie walk the same beach every morning without fail. They steward to other beachgoers, look for shark teeth, and they keep an eye on the resident snowy plovers. On one of these walks, they noticed that one of our regular banded snowies had a sudden limp. Sharon immediately sent me a photo. I called FWRI, and they quickly captured the bird and removed the offending obstacle from its leg. If not for Sharon's quick thinking, this bird could have lost his leg or even his life. 3 years later, this bird is still alive, still on the very same beach. Last summer, he fledged 2 chicks. I hope you'll see Sharon and Jamie on their walks next winter. Volunteers are truly the best of us, and Sharon and Jamie Goddard are the best of the best. I am deeply grateful for everything they've done for our birds and for me. Sharon and Jamie truly embody the spirit of service, and I'm honored to present them with the award. My apologies again to the awards committee. Thank you for reading my very first novel. I hope you'll agree it was worth it. Congratulations to Sharon and Jamie. You are my friends, you are my mentors. I love you, and this is much deserved.
So now we have arrived at our last award, and this one is a little bit different. It's the Purveyor of Awesomeness. This award recognizes an individual for promoting awesomeness in HSC. Nominations for this award are for an employee who uses their knowledge, skills, and abilities to enhance the division and agency mission. And this is the key part, while maintaining a sense of humor, grace, an upbeat attitude, and a positive outlook. This is the only award today that's not selected by our award committee. We get nominations, and it was an incredibly hard decision this year because all of the nominees really reflected what is the Purveyor of Awesomeness Award. The winner on this one also gets something a little bit different. They get a torch that has their name on it. They get to keep that torch for a year, and they get a medallion that they get to keep forever. We do expect to see you wearing it. So I'm going to go ahead and ask Mike Orlando to come up because he's going to assist with the passing of the torch. Can I have the envelope, please? So, this year's Purveyor of Awesomeness, and I'm really excited to announce this because she has been in a really tough role for the last year and has been a point person in a really complex situation and has handled it with amazing grace. Cheryl Spencer.
So, yeah, Cheryl is shy. We kept this under wraps for quite some time, and she was asking me all kinds of questions, like, why were you here last night when we went to dinner? And I pretty much told her that I was getting in trouble by Melissa.
Could be true.
It could be true. It could be true. But no, yeah, we did a good job keeping this under wraps, and this is what could possibly go to a better FWC employee. Cheryl has been absolutely phenomenal. So Cheryl was hired as the area bear biologist for the North Central region. And most of you all in here probably have been around our area bear biologists or had run in with it. These are very tough folks. They are constantly on one side of an issue or another. And it's very important for the bear management team as a whole to keep a good positive attitude. Even when you're being, poked in the chest saying, I want the bear off my porch, sort of thing. But then there are a lot of folks who love bears, and so we get it from both sides. So after working for a year in the central area bear biologist, clearly Cheryl was ready for a leadership role. And when Dave actually moved up, I moved up into the Bear Program coordinator's position, and we created 2 assistant positions. And instantaneously, we thought Cheryl would be a perfect fit for this position. So she became essentially the assistant Bear Program coordinator for the north part of the state. We call them regional Bear coordinators. Not only is Cheryl responsible for bear management, but she's actually going out and free range guarding bears, she's capturing bears, she's doing site visits and all that, but she also has to supervise now 3 area bear biologists. And one of the area bear biologists is in the Panhandle, or over all the way to the west, and then the other one, so one is David Jacob, the other one is Ashley. And we are very busy in those areas. So not only is she busy, but she's also got direct reports that are super busy as well. And so she covers just that area. In that area alone, of the 300 that were mentioned in the captures earlier, 83 in that time period came from, trapping events came from Cheryl's area. 48 of those bears were captured and relocated that she had oversight for. And she also rescued a total of 5 orphan bear cubs. So an amazing job. One of those bear cubs, when she was working in Volusia County, actually we darted and it fell out of a tree, and she caught it literally midair as it fell out of the tree, which is the bear that was shown in the video of Cheryl holding. Yeah, she gets right in there. She also trains our officer specialist. She's one of the instructors. She's an instructor for our chemical immobilization training, and she also trains our human-wildlife conflict training. So she does not only this job, but she's also trying to make sure that everybody, and I know a bunch of faces in here, have gone through at least one of those 3 trainings that Cheryl is involved with. So she's training local law enforcement, she's training our FWC law enforcement, and she's training all of our staff as well. So it's not just about what she's doing on the ground, she's spreading that throughout the whole region. So she's also dealing with pretty controversial things. We have a number of high-level coordination meetings that we've had in the Panhandle, and she's dealing with the Department of Defense, and city and local officials who are constantly requiring us to respond in some manner for bears. So this is amazing award for her. Very proud of her, and absolutely an asset to not only Bear Management Program but to FWC. And congratulations, Cheryl. Well deserved.
Just really quick, I'm genuinely, truly shocked right now. Zero idea that was going to happen. I'm super touched. Thank you. Really quick, the Bear Management team is super supportive. We've all got each other's backs. Mike and Dave have created an environment where people can learn and thrive without fear of being, ridiculed or anything like that. They're great mentors. Thank you, and that's it. Thank you guys.
So that was our last award. Before we wrap up, we do want to take an opportunity to highlight all of our nominees. So I think you've got the scroll. the work that each of you do. I'm also impressed with the fact that you take so much heart in highlighting the work of your peers and colleagues. So really, truly, this award ceremony is really about almost pretty much everybody who's in here, because whether you were working and your name's not up there, or you're working and you supported people whose name's up there, you are all part of that bigger conservation picture. So we do have our last round of thank yous. Again, we thanked the awards committee earlier, but I want to do it again, because going through sometimes 50 to 100 nominations is a lot. So Jamie, Emma, Jean Marie, Robbie, Carol, Kristen, and Rachel, thank you. I'd like to thank especially Sharman Savari and Susan Quigley. Tremendous undertaking, and they do all of it. They give us an update as they go along, but they do the work, and we could not pull this off without you, so thank you so much. I'd also like to thank our lunch group. We've got folks that are busy cooking and preparing things, and so that's Matt Phillips, David Nicholson, and Chris Tucker. Hopefully you guys will come out to the Joe Budd Youth Conservation Center to have lunch with us. I'd also like to do a special thank you to our awesome community relations and AV staff. We have Walt from TCC, Avery, TJ, Philip, who's the newest member of our AV team, back there in the back, and we have Brian, who's been getting reels of us for social media. I don't even know what that means. I'd also like to add that for people who are tuning in from the field, don't forget to put your name in that chat so that we can share some of the awesome swag that we're going to be passing out. I do want to give a big shout out to the Office of License and Permitting and Brenda Brand and her staff. They're the ones that organize and provide all of that to us and share it with the division so that you can have some pretty cool stuff. I saw some of the stuff that was getting handed out to our award winners. It's pretty awesome. For everybody who's here in the room, again, lunch is at the Youth Conservation Center. If you're not sure where that's at, there are signs. You follow the signs, and there are maps that are outside as well. I'd like to have all of our award winners come to the front for a group photo, and for the people who are sitting in your room, check under your chair, and if you are in a lucky seat, you will also find potentially a Post-it with a number, and you can collect those